it was ruining my life. I was drinking every day.
Respect the Hitman Holler, right?
Yeah.
I've seen him bring up that like a couple of times. And thing. Me personally, I've seen you drinking. I've drunk with you, but I've never seen you be a drunk. So is that something that was exaggerated that he was doing, or that's something that you just really had to change in your life?
Yeah, I had to change that in my life. Like that part, absolutely. I went to rehab for it. Went to rehab a year and a half ago. Wow. Right. It became a real issue for me personally, my family.
Right.
You know, I could see it's night and day. You know, now maybe because you was like drinking too. You know, so you didn't notice, but the people that like knew me and me as well. It was extremely noticeable.
Right.
You know that
Shout out to Murda Mook. I know it's not always easy for us to talk about our issues, especially as black men, to get vulnerable and really dig deep. Because a lot of people will make it into a joke. You know what I'm saying? I seen Hitman Holler. Obviously, he's a battle rapper. That's his job, to troll motherfuckers and to talk negative. But it's a real serious thing, man, especially we be going through trauma. And a lot of times, you see what he said there when he was talking to Nori. You probably didn't really realize I was drinking like that because you was drinking too. So that brings me to myself, my own issues. A lot of times, we drinking to avoid shit, and we not the only one doing it. You know what I'm saying? We not the only one drinking. So we with our friends, and they escaping they shit too. And they might be doing worse than we doing. So nobody actually realizes sometimes that there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? You might not really realize right away that there's an issue. And it's fun until it's not. You know what I'm saying? You end up drinking every fucking day. And that was my lifestyle. I was drinking every fucking day. Waking up, just having a good time. So I'm thinking, going and grabbing some liquor maybe even before I'm getting food or at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Especially in my early 20s. It's nothing, right? You just like, I'm about to get lit, never normal day, yada yada. And then I'm gonna be with the homies, I'm making music, I'm recording. So it's all cool. We going out. So that shit just becomes regular before you know it. And it's a cycle. And then at some point, it's like, why the fuck am I doing this? I don't even get no joy from doing this anymore. So at that point, that's when you gotta get the help, man. If you out there battling that shit, if you drinking every day or drinking 3-4 times a week, and it seems like it's more than just social, seek help, man. Seek help before it gets too crazy. Let's get back to my man, Murda Mook.
It was just controlling me. Like, you know, every day I felt like I had to. Every day I had to. And I wasn't being able to be productive. Thank you so much. I wasn't able to be productive. And just with the relationship with people that I love, it was putting a strain on that as well. You know, like and I know how serious drinking was because like when I was inside the program, like they like, yo, somebody over here, they like, yeah, you could detox for 3. Oh, what you want? Oh, you good? You could detox. What you want? What you want? Dude, y'all, you good? You could detox for 3 days. They like, what you drink every day? Oh, hold on, come on now. We gotta do that. Like they like, yo, like, and I'm like, what the, like, why? They like alcohol is something like the most serious shit. Yeah. Like if you drink every day, and then you just stop drinking, you could die from that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The other shit, like, you know, you can't die from that. So they put you on watch for that. So I'm like, you know, that just opened.
Methadone for alcohol?
No.
I mean, like, you know, they say, like, if you get up,
that's just for, because it's
they would get methadone, that they would get, to I guess, right, to,
I guess, you know,
like,
anyone on opioids, right?
they would give them that every day, you know. But another thing I learned from being inside there was, you know, you shouldn't really judge people like, you know, people that we grow up, you know, you might look at somebody on and shit like that and be like, you know, they just that person, like you just dismiss their whole life.
They don't exist anymore.
You know, now I'm sitting here and I'm next to them, right? And I'm next to them and them getting better. You realizing they got talent, they got gifts. Right. You know, they start blooming, they become who they once were or who they meant to be, and then you just realize, like, man, like.
Brought up a very good point. We don't be realizing how important other people is. You know what I'm saying? Especially like in the era I grew up in. Like, yo, this nigga's a fiend. Especially if you was active in the street somewhat and you was selling drugs yourself. You just write people off like, oh, this nigga's a fiend. You got no respect for that person, no value for that person. Because it's like, this nigga's a loser. You know what I mean? So you kind of dehumanize people. You get disconnected from, oh, this is a regular person. They got a nephew. They might have a son. They might have a daughter. They might have a wife. They might have a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, they live in a regular, everyday life just like we are. But we take that shit away. We take the human side away from them when we see they connected to the drugs. You know what I mean? At least that's the shit I grew up around. It's like, oh, look at this fiend ass nigga. This nigga, you know what I mean? With cracking jokes and all of that shit. Or some motherfuckers is knocking niggas out. You know, knocking niggas out because they just like, oh, this nigga's just, he don't mean nothing. Nobody gonna give a fuck anyway. So I think the same thing for me when I started going to programs. I went to a program because I got an assault charge. I got an assault charge because I was drinking. So I had to do all these programs, AAA. I had to do meetings, you know what I'm saying? Not rehab, anger management. And during that time, I realized, oh shit, this nigga that I'm looking at, like, they crazy. Like, they just got the way worse life than me. They all the way a fiend and all that shit, and they just coming in and out of jail. I started realizing, like, the stories started to sound just like my story. But their story was way further beyond than mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, they was fast forwarding. So that's when I realized, like, yo, I got a fucking problem. Like, I'm really having an issue in life. Like, I didn't get this assault charge just because I got an assault charge. Nah, it's some issues, there's some trauma there. You know what I mean? So I had to work through all of that. To get to where I am today. You know, I'm still a work in progress, man. I did the vegan thing for 5 years. I have times where I don't drink at all. Like, I'll go like 8 to 9 months with no drinking. Then I have times now where I'll just drink wine. But ultimately, I had to learn how to control myself. I had to learn how to control the addiction. Because if you can't, first and foremost, you just, you be saying like, oh, I'm about to drink some wine. Then that shit turned into a gallon of fucking wine. Because you're like, yo, I'm doing better than I was before. Before I'm drinking 3 bottles of fucking vodka. Now I'm drinking wine. But it's a gallon of wine. So it's all about, for me, I figured out it's all about moderation. It gotta be in moderation. If it's not in moderation, then your life is gonna be crazy in every area. You know what I'm saying? If you can't figure that shit out, if you can't help yourself in one area, you can't help yourself in any area. And how you do one thing is how you gonna do everything. It trickles over, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? But peace and blessings to everybody going out, everybody out there that's going through. Keep your head up. Stay positive. Do your gratitude practices and get around people that love you, man. That's all I can say. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and check out the merch, man. Y'all see the merch.